Hi, this is Tristin Alexander, and I'm going to be trying to explain Prezi in under 20 minutes for the third time. Alright, here we go. Alright, so basically this is Prezi, this is my documents. This is just two that I've created myself. This is one that I viewed. This is just the one that I created that I'm going to show at the end of how I incorporated just the basic stuff. I'm going to create a new Prezi by hitting New Prezi. And it's going to open the software. These are just templates that are already pre-created with paths and transitions and everything already in them that make everything way easier. We're going to start with a blank Prezi though to get everything going, so for understanding. And as you see, it just starts with one frame, just a circle here, nothing special. These are pretty much your tools up here. This is your present button, which is going to present the Prezi when you're done. Your undo and redo button, your save button. These let you insert the different things that I'm going to show you in a minute. These are just helpful things and settings. This lets you share everything, and this exits the Prezi. This is your slide area that lets you edit the path and add frames and edit the paths of the frames and everything like that, and I'll show you that in a second. I'm just going to zoom out just to show you just the basic overview. To start with that, you can either zoom in or zoom out using this, or you can use that, which is the overview for right now, but once we add some more frames it'll be different. You can use that, or you can use your wheel on your mouse, which if your mouse comes with one, and to move around the canvas you click the left mouse button and drag and move around. I'm going to zoom out some more to add some frames, and to add more frames you would hit, you can either, there's a number of ways you can add frames. You can use this button here, which opens this little toolbox over here, preset frames, or you can hit insert frame here and it opens the same thing. These are just some preset ones that either come blank or come with some text boxes in them, or come with some text boxes and some images already in them. And to insert them, you double click them, or you can drag them onto the thing. I'm going to bring a bracket on just so it's different, and as you see, when I add it to the canvas, it brings it over here to the path so that it can be edited. You can make it bigger or smaller using this custom size scaler. You can use this also. Oops, sorry. But yeah, here are just some different settings for the frame. This lets you zoom in to the frame like I did a second ago, or you can double click and it goes in. This lets you change whether it's a bracket or a circle or a rectangle. I'm going to keep it as a bracket. And this lets you delete it. And I'm going to add in another frame here. This lets you kind of draw your own custom one here. I'll draw a rectangle to make everything different. I'm going to size it that way. And you just can move them around by hitting the left mouse key also and dragging and moving them, and it lets you align it with the other ones. It's kind of nice. Yeah, that's basically the settings for that. When you customly bring in your own, you gotta come over here and click on the frame if it's gonna let me. Sorry, give me a minute. It did it a second ago. Well, it's not letting me do it now, but it lets you add in your own path. I guess just so I can show, I'm going to delete that and bring in another bracket and just change it to a rectangle just so it has the path there. So we can keep that. If you want to edit the different paths, you can hit edit path, and you can, you know, drag it as you want that way, or you can move it, you know, this way and that, make it however you want. I'm going to keep it the original way just because I'm weird. And that's just basically how you edit the path there. You can click off it like that. If you can double click on it also here, and it'll take you into edit path mode. And yeah, alright. I'm going to add some text in here just to show you another effect with that. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing special. Alright, once you go into edit path mode, you can edit the different effects too of how things fade in and fade out. Like in PowerPoint, it's not as effective as that, but you can either click on it, you know, and this will fade in first and this will fade in second. You can click this up here if you just didn't like it at all. If you just want to take off one part, you can do it by clicking on the star there. And this lets you preview how it's going to fade in, and this just lets you get out of that mode just completely. I'm going to get rid of all of it because I just don't want it to be weird. But yeah. Alright, that is editing paths and adding frames and things like that. Oops. And now just some things with text. Oh, I'm in edit path mode, no wonder. Alright, just to show you some things with editing the text, here's this little toolbar up here. It lets you add in the title or the subtitle or the body, whichever way you want to choose the text to be. The title is obviously going to be bigger and bold. Subtitle is going to be bold with italics, and the body is just going to be normal. We probably want this to be a title just to show how things are. These buttons here make things bigger and smaller, or you can do it this way if you want to kind of customize it yourself, or you can do it this way also if you want to. It's like preset kind of like font in Word, like 12 and 20 font and things like that. This here lets you edit the color of the font, and this lets you put a background color, or yeah, background color on it if the color, you know, happens to be too light or something. This lets you bold and italics it yourself if you don't want to just let it do it with the title and the body. This lets you add bullet points. And this lets you add alignment. You can be left, right, center, justified, whatever you want. And this is just indentions for when you have paragraphs. I don't have any paragraphs right now, but if I did, that would be basically how that would go. And that just lets you minimize the, just kind of lets you minimize the options if you don't think you're going to be using the alignment or anything like that. This lets you shorten the text box if you want to kind of make things go down like that instead of sideways, or, you know, if you have paragraphs, you want them to go out a little more than downward. And to just move text, you just click on it and wait for this box to come up, and you can just move it like that, and it aligns kind of like the frames do if you want to keep things in order. Make it smaller or bigger if you want, like that. Let's see. But yeah, that's basically adding frames and editing paths and the effects of things like that. And inserting images is pretty simple also. You just hit insert and then image, and you can select either your own files over here. Insert that, you double click on it, and it's going to load there. And you can choose this option here to replace it with a whole nother picture if you want. You can crop it if you want. I'm not going to crop it. You can add effects. I'm not going to click that button only because it hasn't been working. I don't know why when I click on it, it just loads and loads and loads and doesn't do anything. So, or you can just delete the image altogether if you don't like it. This here lets you make it bigger or smaller. as a preset, or you can custom make it bigger or smaller as you want. If that preset is, you know, making it too small or too big for you, if you wanted to do it yourself. And this here lets you make it, lets you able to rotate it whatever way you want it to go. Oops, I'll try to add new text. Alright. But yeah, that's inserting images right there. You can, like I said, you can insert your own files. You can go to Google. There's a Google option here if you want to search without having to click on a whole nother tab or something. It just brings up the things for you, and you can double click on it or drag it onto the thing. Dragging or double clicking is pretty much the way to insert things. I'm going to just delete it for consistency. And or you can use some of the recommended images that Prezi already has if you see something that you happen to like over there. Alright, diagrams, you can insert your own little diagrams here too if you're happening to not really liking how you're transitioning your own paths and frames. This kind of lets you, kind of gives you your own path here. As you can see, like that's going to be a path there. It gets, you know, more complicated as you go down. And you can insert symbols and shapes, different things. That's just, these are just some different categories that they have here. You can search, like if you want, if you happen to be looking for a girl or something, or like a pencil, lets you do that. And it's the same way as inserting an image. You just double click it or drag it onto the thing. You can insert YouTube videos or background music. You know, there's a lot of different things you can insert here. You see, YouTube, you just insert the link here and hit insert, and it'll bring up the video, and you can size it and everything that you want right there on the screen. It'll play it, you know, when you go to present. You can add background music by going here, clicking on the file, and it's going to load over here. As you can see, it's going to load, and depending on how big the file is, it's how long it's going to take to load. Give it just a second. This file is only like a few seconds. And here you can hit play to preview it, make sure it went well, pause it if you're done, you know, trash it, or just, you know, be done and leave it there. And that's going to play through the whole Prezi. The viewer is going to be able to pause and play it as they want, though, unless you have it set to play just continuously, which I think they can still choose to play it or not if they want. You can replace the music if you happen to not like the song that you did. And adding voiceover is pretty much the same as that I just did a second ago. Let's see. You just hit add voiceover, and I have some voiceover files from the thing I created earlier. And you just click on it, and it's going to load up in there. It takes a little bit of a second to load, just like the video. It's only a few seconds long, so shouldn't be too long, but because of the format, it's a little bit longer. It's kind of strange. When I was doing it, it took a little bit longer. Alright, let's give it 2 more seconds. But yeah, once it's done, you can play it, pause it, trash it, or, you know, just be done with it if you like it where it is. And you can add those to all frames. It's only going to play on this frame. It's not going to play on any others. And that's just basically for, you know, if you're doing like a how-to video or something and you're explaining the frame or something like that. That's what that's for. And you can replace, you can do the same. You can replace the voiceover if you happen to not like the one you used. These are some more complex options. I'm not going to show these because they go out of the basic format, but you can add PDF files or your own custom videos that you made, not just from YouTube. This, you know, lets you add images and videos that you previously used in other prezzies that you've added to a collection. And this lets you add either an entire PowerPoint or just select slides from a previously created PowerPoint that you created if you're getting that far into it. And these are just different themes. You know, if you can click on that and it'll make it all colorful and pretty. This lets you customize if you want to go in there and do it yourself. Instead of like you don't like any of these themes, you can customize it yourself and save that theme if you happen to really like what you did or something, you know. But yeah, that is basically it for the basics on Prezi. Like I said, these options up here, you can present it. I'll let you present it up here. Pause that. That's like autoplay. Stop. That lets you turn it off if you just happen to really not like that sound. And it's on autoplay right now, so it's just kind of going through. But if you choose to pause it, you can just go through it how you want, like a PowerPoint. And this is full screen. I'm going to get out of full screen. But yeah, you can save, undo, and this is, you can share it if you want, if you're really proud of it. And this is just exit. You know, once you're done, it's going to take you to this screen here that lets you view it. And you can either go back and edit it some more, you can edit the title of it, you can add a little description so people can understand what you were trying to get across with your vision. You can download the Prezi, you can save it and share it. This is a file, or this is a, sorry, this is the embedded link. I don't know why every time I try and go to that it doesn't let me see it because of this for some reason. But if you just want to get the link, I believe you can just, yeah, go to share and there's the link there. And, I don't know why it does that, it's so ugly. But yeah, there's the link. This lets you be able to show if it's public or not. You can add who you want to see it, you know, choose their email, whatever. Add them there. You can choose to show it on Facebook, or you can just delete the entire Prezi if you really don't like it, like I'm going to do, because this was just a presentation, you know, wasn't meant to be anything to stay on there. But yeah, alright, and I'm just basically going to show you the little Prezi that I created, just showing you how I inserted images and stuff. I didn't insert any videos or anything to this one, but yeah, this is, let's see, let's go full screen. Yeah, and I'm not going to hit autoplay because I'd rather just go through it myself. But yeah, here we go. And I added voice narration over it.
Hi, my name is Tristin Alexander, and this is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to make
kind of rush through it because I mean, I'm
the
sure
first
everybody
step
knows
in
how to create
creating
a video, YouTube status.
Next, you can add a
Facebook
photo album, or even a video to your status update.
You can see I added
Once you've
narration
added
to
a
it
photo
to
or video,
explain
you can
how to
choose to
use
tag
it. I used
people in
images
it,
and
whether they were
different transitions and
After you're
fade-ins
done
and
tagging
fade-outs.
people, you can choose to add the newest addition to the Facebook. Lastly, and once you've analyzed everything from the photo to the audience, you can...
Okay. Alright. But yeah, and it takes you back here and I can do whatever I want to it. I can change the description, the title. People can comment on it if they want to because it's public. Hopefully nobody ever sees it because I mean this is not anything impressive. So hopefully not, but yeah, hopefully this little tutorial that I just made was helpful, and hopefully I got across all the points that were necessary in the presentation and I didn't completely bore you too much. I'm sure it was riveting to listen to me talk about how to create a Prezi in the basic form. I know it's a way more complicated process. I've seen way more impressive ones, but this was just, you know, the basics. So thank you for the opportunity, and I will hope to use this software some more and maybe learn more about it and become more advanced. Thank you.